Hey guys, how you doing this morning? General here, and no, I don't have on the general hat. I have on my other little uh, pimp hat. I don't know if I should use pimp, which actually is a nice segue into what I want to talk with you about things that are said and how people are viewing them. That's what this is about. But before we get into that, here's the other hat I used to wear with when I did the Cool Brothers routine. I don't know which one you guys like the best. Okay, this one's a little tight. My head is big, so let's go with this one here. How about that? Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me turn this off. What I'm going to do is just take a few minutes to address a couple of things that took place when I put on a comedy skit the other day. Got some feedback from some people about it, and I want to address that because I said some things in it that some of my fan base, which are many of my fan base, they're spiritual, Christians, Muslims, other Buddhists, Hindu, atheists. I don't know. So, but yeah, well, I don't think you said ass, and you talked about masturbation. I'm like, really, truly? I mean, yes, I'm a clean comic, but I can't traverse or talk about issues that are reality in a proper way. Is that wrong? No, I don't think it is. And I want to address that with you all. And what I said, I just want to address it because I'm not going to keep doing this. You shouldn't have to explain your comedy, especially when people know. It's like, I remember Dave Chappelle said one time he called America has become BASS people because they get so sensitive. And I see what, people go through sometimes when they maybe misunderstand something. So I said something, I'm going to address that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause in between because I really want to give some careful thought about how I say it and what I say. Because as you know, yesterday when I did the bit, I talked about, and I was joking. I wasn't joking about not having my medication, I have been up for the past 3 days. I really have, like, laying there just staring, flipping and turning and staring again more, and then reading some, and then just gotta get. Hey, Walgreens, I told you I need my medication, and maybe it'll get worse. I don't know. This explanation might be even worse than the previous video because I'm telling you, I don't know what I might say without my medication. That's why medication is needed. Having said that, yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna address some things. So what I'm gonna do is put it on pause so I can kind of think about where to start. Boom, boom, boom. Stand by. Okay, General's back. Listen. Okay, so what I've done is I have a few things that I that I wrote on my board up here. That I'm kind of going to go down. And let's see, what did I say here? First thing, creative, masturbation, penis. Okay, what else? I'm a slave. Okay. First of all, what had happened, let me turn this off again. Yesterday, I did a bit that a couple of people say, hey, this was funny. But one person was like, hey, I didn't like when you were talking about your mom in the kitchen's cooking, you said masturbation and stuff like that. Listen, let me tell you something. This isn't the church. Although I am a believer, this comedy isn't the church. And sometimes if it tingles you, change the channel. Don't go for this comedy because amongst all believers and even others, entertainment is very personal. It's very personal. In fact, I had a minister come to me and say, well, no, I'm talking like Trump. He said, I saw, I think it's inappropriate. You were trying to talk to a woman and invite her to the club, and I think that reflects bad on you being who you are. I'm like, really, truly, and then I explained it's a bit. The mail lady was in on it. We discussed it, and if you haven't seen that video, I went out to the mailbox and I was like, I'm gonna talk. We rehearsed it. I said, hey, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna invite you to this club to Bigelow's, and you say no, and then I'm gonna say, hey, they got drinks on Tuesday night at DJ Daz, and I want you to drive out. And so that's how I did it. But he saw it and judged. This was inappropriate. Y'all think you should have done it. See, that's what I'm saying. People get all of the information. It was a bit. It was a skit. And when I brought it up to him, he was like, just could say nothing. But probably still had his opinion about my comedy. So again, that's where we're at. That's what we're talking about. Hold on, let me pause it for a second because I think I'm losing my thought. Okay, no, it's back. So, and when people do that, sometimes it makes me even get more creative. Like now I'm going to, because that person said, you shouldn't have said masturbate, I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I think can be done in an appropriate way. Like I just mentioned penis, that might make some people, penis size, masturbation, stuff like that. It goes on. And, and when I was doing that bit, if you hadn't seen it, let me go straight into that. I was telling the story about what happened when I was very young, a kid. And you know what? Young people, they go through that. And we have literature that talks about to help people like that. Do I approve of masturbation? No, I don't. I think it's something to, part of chastity that you have to control yourself, blase. And but I said it, I talked about it, and this particular person was like, I didn't think that was funny. I was like, okay, that's fine. So because of that, now I'm going to talk about penis, and how women feel, like the whole genre out there about that, and even from the stage, I've asked, and listen, I believe in the sanctity of marriage and being married and stuff like that, and so get that, understand that. But I've asked women, is it the motion of the ocean or the size of the ship? Because that's a kind of concept that's out there, and that people, they talk about it. And as a comedian, I address it and find the humor and bring it out, blah, 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 whoop de whoop. So stay tuned because I'm going to address that. Okay. But anyway, going back to, let's see, what do I have written? Hold on, let me pause because I'm losing my thought. Okay, I'm back again. So my point is, for all the sense of fun, God even has a sense of humor. He really does. He has a sense of humor, and he laughs at stuff. And even I have taken the time and I've researched and I've looked. There is a scripture here, it's Psalms. So let's turn to just show you how the creator of the universe has a sense of humor. Okay, I got the King James Version here. It's Psalms chapter 2, verse 4. It says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Now here's another version. The New World Translation says this. It says, the one enthroned in the heavens will laugh. Jehovah will scoff at them. So people, he has a sense of humor. He laughs at stuff. Now, I'm thinking that you have to think about things. It's like, okay, like if I'm at the store and I see an elderly lady walking, she slips on a banana, falls, her teeth falls out while she's falling on the ground. Will I laugh? Is that the type of laugh he's talking about? Like, can I laugh at that? Should I laugh at that? No, I don't think that that's what he's talking about. I think that if you go deeper, what he's talking about, he's going to laugh at those ones who like keep doing stupid stuff after he's told them. He will laugh at that. So that's still laughter. He's still laughing. He'd be like, okay, y'all gonna do that? So he laughs. That's my point. He has a sense of humor. Okay, he has a sense of humor, and he probably laughs at some stuff. He probably laughs at some stuff we don't even think about. So let me pause again because I'm losing my thought again. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back again. So I was talking about penis, okay, and how the world, women, good, bad, even Christian women are probably, I don't know, it's something they don't talk about because we can't talk about it in the church like that, like we're talking about now, because this is comedy, it's a show, stuff like that. But I wondered, like, hey, is the size of the ship of the motion of the ocean, which is, what do women, what do you, hey, and even men like, breast size, booty size, big, large, just people have different tastes. And I've heard all these different, like, underground, let's see, what does it say? Things about men who are not well endowed, who are small. And I heard one person told me, one lady told me that happens when you eat a lot of white rice, you know. Um, which I called my mom up and I said, "Hey, mom, did you eat a lot of white rice when you before you had me?" Um, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that this is a thing, that people talk about, that's out there, and they have sex education classes at school. They talk about sex, penis, vagina, breasts. Nobody's calling or censoring them, right? So I'm just saying, there's a way to say everything, and I do understand that. And as people that want to be honorable, even who take on being a comedian and have the faith, you do have to be careful. I understand that. And I will make adjustments. I have made adjustments. You know what, here's a case in point. One of my fellow friends in the church came to see me do comedy. He's a white guy, and I was up there doing it, and I said nigger, and he came to me and he said, hey, I know you're blah blah blah. So I don't say nigger anymore. I say Negro, a lot. But in terms of, like, make it sound like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So I'm just saying, I'm not. Here's another scripture. Remember the slave that told God? There was two slaves. One slave, God said, hey, I want you to go do this, and that slave said, oh yes, I'll do it. The other slave, man, I'm not going to do it, and he went off. And he didn't do it. But then he felt regretted. But I'm that dude. They knew that I was coming, and they wrote that 2,000 years ago about persons like me, us. There's others out there who, on first blood, like, man, I ain't gonna do that. I don't care, God, what he said. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have some fun. But then after we think about it, we be like, man, okay, God, okay, what I need to do? I'm that dude. I'm like that. So there is a slot, a category for my personality, and sometimes me initially not like doing what the priesthood or the scriptures might say do initially, and I'll think about it and I'll come. So, and even that's why I'm talking with you now, because somebody said, hey, this was, so I'm kind of feeling bad about it. So I'm saying, hey, if I need to adjust, I'll try, try my best. But listen, I can't satisfy the uh, comic tastes of everybody. Just know that. And mom, when I talked about that, you frying the chicken and coming back there, and maybe that person said, if you had to talk more when you were saying, like, the whole hunching on the pillow thing, because that's how it started. The dog, I was talking about how, God gave the dog, like, the dog hunches on because he's young, and I would say, hey, I did too, and that was that. And then the looking at the not even looking at porn, looking at the 1987 Sears catalog, that's what I was looking at, so, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Funny, not funny, I don't know. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? He laughs, penis, creative, masturbation. What is that? Okay, I'm a slave. No, okay. There was something else I want to talk about. Hold on, let me pause this again and come back. Okay, so listen, this is how we can turn it around. Like when I was talking about, and I hate to keep, you almost make me feel bad to use the word masturbation. For those who have a problem with that, or for believers who, there's information out there that you can go research. Do I believe in it? No. Do I do that now? No. It's been a very, very, very long time. since, that occurred, 24 hours ago, just kidding. Hey, but you know what? Listen, joking, but 24 hours in God's eyes, 24 hours ago is a very long time. Because scriptures say that 1,000 years like one day. So in his eyes, if I had did that 24 hours ago, it'd be like, man, he did that a long time ago. And I feel sort of bad. I feel sort of bad about using that like that. Because it makes me feel like Bill Clinton, when he said is, remember when he came up with is to um, move away from his wrongdoing? He was wrong for what he did. But he said, and he lied about he said, well, it depends on what is. I thought it was a stroke of genius to do it like that. And because I'm in the legal field, and that's why people don't like lawyers, paralegals, because we find loopholes and things and stuff. But yeah, he said it depends on what is. At the time that I said it, wasn't. But if you had asked me at this time, the answer would have been different. So, juxtaposing that, it's like the 24 hours thing to him. If I said, hey, it's been 4 years since I did that, and his eye, that would be true, you know. Um, but that's still a little deceptive. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I want to get off. I'm feeling very uncomfortable myself talk about masturbation and penises and stuff like that because and then maybe I should just go to the heathen genre community instead of focusing on providing clean comedy for Christians because they're still so, you know. What else did I want to say? Okay, that's pretty much kind of what I wanted to say. I told you this was not to be funny. This is not a joking matter. It's a serious matter that I'm feeling, and I told you if I probably wouldn't even be having this kind if Walgreens had sent me my medicine. I haven't slept, in several days. It's been 3 days straight, so I do need to have a talk with them. It's Monday, and it's going to have it's 8 o'clock. Okay, so going on 8. Yeah. And let me pause again because there's one more thing I want to say. I'm due 20 minutes of this, but stand by. Am I on? Is recording? Okay, I'm back again. I figure I'd just talk about some things other than what we were talking about and bring some comedy since I was talking about something serious. Well, I'm lost for words. This doesn't happen often. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to get someone to help me to do the hair thing so that it's perfect. I'm still lost for words. I don't know what to say. I'm stuck. Okay, this is another wig. It's like an Elvis type of thing, but they don't come with. I need help because the sideburns. Lemonade, like cool, refreshing drink. We gotta win this race. Yeah, I don't see. You have to do the thing there, so that doesn't really work too good. All right, guys, I think I got pretty much everything off my chest that I wanted to say, and I threw a little comedy at the end. Uh, I was about to say something about my childhood that I thought, but I actually came from a very stable. I have no complaints. I don't know how I turned out like this because I really come from a good, strong. My parents are still together. You know, they're still together. They've been together now for over 50 something years. Um, you know, and because of their personalities, I know that it is God that is still having them together because yeah, that's a long story. Anyway, So yeah, things are good. Listen, I'm out, and respond. You guys respond, say something, like, just like, if nobody, I only have like a few followers anyways, like a good strong 25 that watches on a regular, and I send stuff to and say, hey, is this funny? Is it not funny? Um so anyway, listen, having said that, General out. Raw. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm back again. I do have something else I want to say. I want to talk about another controversial topic, like something that people had a problem with that I did. I did this video called "Does Chocolate Obviate Sex?" There was a study that uh, scientist did on how that chocolate gives off pleasures synonymous to copulation. And so I said, hey, I found the humor in it. I went into the bathroom, took it, because it's a good fit. Like, for me, I don't know if you like get a good feeling when you clean out your ear or you take a dump. I think it was Fraud who said there was a connection to like taking a dump, like a sexual something. I have to go back and kind of review his notes. But yeah, clean out your soul. And then I was like, hey, for those of you like me who are keeping their chastity, and so I was like, I made a joke out of it. I was like, hey, if you're um, restrained from sex until you get married, here's a way to have a good feeling without the guilt. You know, and to top it off, for those of you who haven't seen that video, I I'm gonna do this to lose some more followers. I have a Q-tip here, and here we go. I'll take my glasses off because I don't want them to steam up, because this is really a totally good feeling. And ooh, uh, uh, woo. Okay, out there, right there. Okay. Uh, hey, General out. Raw. Hey, listen, I'm back one more time. I just want to say, listen, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. That's it, and I will, for, tell me if, write something in, I don't know. I can do some, I'll try to do some different stuff. I really will. But I was thinking, Trump was his authentic self and disrupted the entire market, back when he ran, being himself. You know, who would have thought that this person, I started to say fool, could get up there and say, you know, the things that he said. And people were like, really, truly, did he say? And I think they were so stunned and shocked that his strategy of disrupting the political market worked, because it's like, who says that? So I think maybe I'm trying that approach, kind of, you know what I'm saying, and hoping that you guys bite, you know. So that's all I want to say, and I'm not going to come back again. Okay. All right. Hey, take care. General out. Raw. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to come back, but I do want to say, one other thing, that's important. Um, I'm not going to do it because, yeah, no. I do want to say one thing that's important, and just give me a moment to collect myself. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to conclude this with a joke about sex. Okay, there was a man that came home from the doctor, and he told his wife, "Listen, I have 24 hours to live, the doctor says, and you just told me to come home. I have 24 hours to live. And she was like, oh no, baby, what? Oh my God, really? Truly? You know, so she says, baby, I'll do anything. What can I do? And he says, can we have sex? And she says, yes. They're married, so it's appropriate here. So they have wonderful, wonderful, loving sex. It's great, And so it's like noon. They retire, and they're just enjoying each other, watching movies and stuff like that. And he says, hey, a couple hours pass. He says, can we have sex again? And she says, baby, yes. So they make love again. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It really is. And so then they fall asleep. And around about 7 o'clock, he wakes up again. He says, can we have sex again? She says, sure, honey. So have sex again. So they fall asleep. It's like 12 o'clock. And he's feeling kind of bad because it's late. She has to work tomorrow. He says, can we have sex again? She says, sure. So they have sex again. Now it's like 4:30 in the morning, and he's really feeling bad. He's thinking about, oh man, I'm gonna be dead in a few hours, And so he taps his wife on the shoulder. He says, baby, can we have sex one more time? And she turns and looks at him. She says, look, I got to get up in the morning. You don't. General, out. Rah!